Hey guys, thanks for checking out Quick Sessions Podcast. My name is Garrett Terrio, and today we are talking about capsaicin supplementation. Now, what is that? That is a compound that's found in chili peppers, and what it does is it agonizes a thing called TRPV1. What that stands for is the Transient Receptor Potential Vanilloid-1. What that does is it activates your sympathetic nervous system because of the heat sensation that it creates. It's called a thermogenic. Now, real quick, thermogenic is a term you may have heard for pre-workouts and for diet pills. And all it means is that it internally raises your temperature. That doesn't mean multiple degrees or anything like that or anything dangerous. Just the fractions of a degree are enough heat to cause a sensation that can activate your nerves. And it's been studied as an anti-obesity agent. It's in plenty of diet pills, but like I said, it's made its way into pre-workouts also because of what I'm about to go over. Because when your body is heated up, what the thought is that you will be looser, there's better blood flow, less injury risk. You're already kind of warmed up, right? And I'm getting all this information I'm about to give you from volume 32 of the Strength Conditioning Journal, number 8. That's the August of 2018 issue. So I am not making all this up. Credit to the journal and all the doctors that worked on it. But essentially how this works. And you may have seen the ingredient as like cayenne pepper extract or something like that. That's all it is this capsaicin compound. So how it works is as you fatigue, right, the rate at which your body releases calcium to help your muscles contract, it goes down as you get more tired. And that limits how much force your muscles can actually generate. So you have this capsaicin compound in you, and it activates your TRPV-1. And what that does is, because the heat's generated, it increases the amount of calcium that's released. And that results in the fighting of the fatigue, in a sense, right? You're able to generate more force longer as you're getting fatigued. So it almost gives you a couple more reps in each set. And I kind of jumped the gun on telling you that because in the whole experiment that they did, that part will become very obvious. And the reason they decided to start testing in humans is because, number one, it's pretty safe, right? It's peppers. Not a big deal. But when they did it on mice, their max swimming time, their time till exhaustion, increased right away. I think it was 15 milligrams that they gave to these mice. So the experiment wanted to test the strength performance, the rate of the perceived exertion, which sounds kind of silly, and it kind of is, and then the blood lactate concentration. The blood lactate concentration is wherever your blood reaches to a point where you cannot filter out all the broken molecules and calcium isn't released in plentiful enough of an amount to allow your muscles to continue to contract with adequate force to take care of the weight you're lifting. So what they did is they took these very well-trained 22, 23-year-old guys, and the idea was to do 4 sets of back squats to failure at 70% of their 1 rep max and have about 90 seconds in between each set. And then some were on placebo, some were on this capsaicin supplement. So you give it to them about 45 minutes before, and the results are pretty big deal. In strength, on average, the guys who took capsaicin did on average, 2 or 3 more reps per set. So not even overall, but per set, which led to a massive total amount of work completed difference. It was almost 200 pounds difference by the end of it all. And as the sets go on, the gap gets wider. So it just shows the anti-fatiguing effects of the capsaicin supplement. Now, the blood lactate concentration, it's lower the whole time. But the big time it's lower is the 3rd set, the 4th set, and then 3 minutes after the last set is complete. You want lower. Lower is the better. It means your lactate threshold was hit still, but it doesn't stay up there. It's recovered. It's bounced back quicker. And at about 5 and 30 minutes after, which they took blood samples of from the ear, I believe, the placebo team was very close, but it was still lower for the people that had the capsaicin. Now, the rate of perceived exertion, or the RPE, I'm not going to worry too much about that. It's kind of a silly perception. I have no interest in it. I guess it helps some doctors. And they're judging it by weight lifted, but that's more of work done, not effort. So there's a couple of theories, and when I say that, I don't mean it's one theory or the other. It's very well could be both of them at the same time working together. And what it's saying is that because of the thermogenic effect of the capsaicin is that the calcium overload, it desensitizes the nerve endings, right? So in a way, it increases your pain threshold. So it may not, this is something that has nothing to do with the chemical effect of the calcium being released, just that in general, your pain threshold is higher. When you're doing a big set and you feel the burn, it's only so long that you just got to stop. And sometimes that's just your pain threshold. It's not even that is the actual last rep you can do or that your body can handle. It's just your last rep in general because of the pain it's causing. And then the second theory, of course, the increased calcium increases the actin and myosin filaments, their engagement, and they just create more force because of the more calcium. That's the chemical advantage of the capsaicin. And the reason they were taken in supplements, I told you they came in chili peppers. The problem with just giving people a whole bunch of chili peppers is the gastro issues, right? Once they got to about 30 milligrams, I think it was 33 milligrams, that's when the gastro issues start to creep in, especially from the cayenne peppers, because that's where the highest concentration is of the capsaicin. So what does this all mean? It means there is a exercise benefit to eating cayenne peppers, chili peppers, the whole family. Now in sprinting, they did it and there wasn't that much of a difference, which is a little surprising. But that being said, there's no resistance. So your lactate threshold is not hit nearly as quickly. Now, if you're sprinting, you're going hard, yes, you'll hit it. But even when you're dead from a sprint, it's not that your legs are burning. Your lungs are normally the things burning. So you may not be able to push it hard enough running compared to bench pressing or squatting X% of your max. So promising study, eat more chili peppers and cayenne, could be a benefit. They did it 45 minutes before, but if it's steadily in your diet, who knows how much it helps. At least you know something about peppers now and what's in them and the compound that can help you in the weight room. Guys, thanks for checking it out. Make sure to like us on Instagram and Facebook at Quick Sessions Podcast. Subscribe, rate, and review in the Apple Pod Center, Google Play, Spotify, all that good stuff. I'm Garrett Terrio. Catch you next time.